It's story time. So this story time is now one of my proudest moments in life, and this is when I kind of established that I'm a piece of shit. So this happened when I was 15 years old, and my best friend and her dad had invited me to go segwaying downtown along the lakeshore area, you know. I had never gone segwaying before. I didn't really know what that was. But we went to this place and it was like this little shed, this little shack in the middle of downtown. There was a bunch of other people there, other families there who were also part of this tour. There's this one family there. They were like a bigger Indian family. And so it's not funny. It's not funny, but they had an older lady there who was like the grandma or whatever, and she was part of the Segway tour. She was getting on a Segway to join the tour, okay? Yeah. So what they have you do in the beginning of the tour is that they give everyone a Segway, and then they have each of us practice on it just so we can get a feel for it. We can get comfortable on it. So that's what we were doing in the park that was around the shed. So everyone's on their Segway, doing their thing, including abuelita. She was on her thing, doing her thing, you know. So there was a lot of trees, right? So I was like doing like a little loop-de-loop around the trees, and abuelita, she was like circling around a tree, and when she was like behind a tree, I was like coming to the tree, and then it was all a blur. We kind of crashed into each other. That was dumb. I don't even know what happened. It happened so fast, and we crashed into each other, and the next thing I know, I looked down and she was on the floor, and I was like, I was freaking out because I was like, oh my god, I just sent abuelita to the gulag, like she's done for. Oh my god, I'm a murderer. So she's on the floor, her family comes to her, and I don't say anything. I don't say anything because I'm just in shock. I don't believe, like, I was just like, oh my god, who did that? Oh my god. Eventually I was just like, oh, that was me. And I was like, are you okay? And she couldn't speak English. So she was just on the floor, and then she just kept looking at me. She was just kind of like doing this, like, you know, it's fine. And like her whole family was looking at me like they wanted to kill me. So her family helps her up, and then they sit her down on a bench, and she looks like she's in pain because she hurt her wrist in the crash. And I was just like, what do I do? It was very awkward, and I felt very bad. So how did I deal with it? I ran away. I ran away to my best friend and her dad, and they tried to act like they didn't know me. She was okay. The instructor, her family, everyone was checking up on her, and her wrist hurt, but it wasn't broken or sprained. Like, she was fine. Not that helps my situation anyway. I still done fucked up. So after that, I never wanted to touch a Segway again. And I was not going to go on the tour, but my best friend convinced me to, because she said, you know, it's gonna be fun, you know, like, she's fine, everything's fine. Even though I knew that I was a murderer and I was probably gonna kill someone. But I eventually got on it because I felt bad that her dad already paid for it. And it was fun. And then when I got home and told my parents about my trauma, they thought it was the funniest thing ever. You know, they still bring it up to this day. Love that for me. So if any of y'all's grandmas got run over by a little Mexican, that was probably me, and I'm sorry. Hope she's doing good. Hope she's thriving. Love you.